So we are here looking at printing step-by-step practical session. As you're looking on your screen, we are trying to cut the stencil. That is now what we refer to as stencil cutting, where you have to cut your pattern or your letters within the stencil. So those are different figures we are trying to cut out. And the same, so when we have different categories of printing, we have block printing, stencil printing, screen printing, intaglio printing. But specifically in this video, we are trying to look at printing. Oh no, we are trying to look at stencil printing. So that is what we are, and we shall be joined up with some of the students because we're trying to commercialize. As we spoke about that, we shall be doing some practical sessions, a step-by-step way of how you can label something and earn from what you are doing. So part of the tools and materials we need, I will look at them more ahead, but that is now we're having a cutter used for cutting out the figures. Then we're having a piece of paper where the numbers are. Then we're having the stencil itself. So we get the stencil and attach it to where the figures are, and we staple it on so that it can easily help us have accurate or perfect cutting. So this is what we are going to deal with. So now I'm trying to open so that I can get the uniforms or the fabric I wanted. So this is what we have. This is what we are going to deal with. These are the sweaters we are going to deal with, and this is it. So to my dear students, as you're going back home or to anyone who is desiring, it is not hard to start up a printing income generating activity. As you have been observing, you have been cutting the stencils. Now it's time to come to the part of labeling these uniforms. So these are part of the uniforms you're going to do. They are sweaters. So now trying to get a paste. This is paste. This is also paste, and this is also this one we call it what? Paste. So but according to the color of the fabric, probably I think the yellow paste can work out, or probably the black paste can work out. But in our view of things, I think the yellow can work better. But I'm also going to advise you, what you are seeing here on my shirt, this is a different kind of paste. And now this paste here, paste varies in different categories. We have what we call the PVC paste, which is far much better. But this one we're going to use, it is elementary, or the first category of paste. So it is what we are going to use. Then after using that, we shall come and label. So these are the stencils we have been cutting. So we're going to do with stencil printing. These are the stencils we have been cutting as we're looking at them. These are the numbers. So we're going to use numbers for this case now. These are the numbers we're going to use. So now this is what we call a squeegee, which we are going to use for applying paste. Now this is a cutter. We have already seen it as we're using it to cut our work. Now this is a fabric. Are you seeing that? So let us get on the ground and we start labeling. Oh, sorry, I'd forgotten to show you something. Since we are going to use stencil printing, I need to show you a mesh. This is a mesh. The use of this one helps us to minimize the kind of paste that flows. However, we have also what we call screen printing. where we can come and use the photo emulsion, whatever. You know, you guys, my students, I want you to just know, understand something, that even when you're not doing art as a subject, because art is beyond academics, so I want you to utilize all these things so that you can start getting some money. Yeah. So this is a squeegee. So let me ask someone with either a glass or I can put my best. So this is what we are going to do. I think I carried a palette knife. Did I carry a palette knife? Oh yes. This is a palette knife. It's used for scooping the paste. Okay. Since you have already seen what we're going to use for printing, now we are going to start the printing process. Let's pray it comes out very well. So you know it's okay. Let us go on. So now what I'm going to do here, it is not advisable for you to print with the paper. The only paper, this paper only guides us to have the numbers cut. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm removing the paper. Oh, this is awesome. So, where do you think we can put the number? Here? Next here? Or on above here? Please take it down here. Hopefully this time around we come out with something sensible. Sorry, I've put too much paste. Christ of Nazareth. Guys, just I'm mess up. And I have nothing to do for it. So now, allow me just to make it a bit here like this to avoid some errors. So what we are doing is what we have referred to as stencil printing. So we have tried to experiment with this usual paste and it was not working out for us, so we've decided to go another way. I hope we can be a bit faster. Possible for you to put different layers. You can put different layers, that's if you want. That is now you're bargaining with the client. If the client can add in some more money, they can work out for you. But at the moment here, we are only putting one layer. And now we have come up with number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. So this is Cristiano Ronaldo number 7, this one. So but that is it. Now these things are not hard, you guys. Hopefully it doesn't smudge. I put a lot. Perfect. But don't mind. Whatever the same kagapa. Tante mungi. Makati. Bwachi tufunirako ka sponge. Nawe ogenda kujja ku mufaliso gwani. Why, yes, it's a shopping good morning. All good. Thank you so much. We're just here trying out. Okay. We're going to put your conflict to one.
I think I need to print mine to put color. Man, can mine work? If I see here, put here. Teacher bed.
It can work very well.
I write here coach.
Yes.
2,700. It can work, isn't it?
It can work very well.
Oh, this is nice, eh?
No, this one can last a bit longer.
But then I need to provide money. But this stuff, nice. It's hard, eh?
The what?
This one I see.
No, they are double faced.
For me, I was thinking the school should give us hoods, hoods for the learners. Isn't it?
It can work out.
Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
The big hoods, red hoods.
This one is supporting because she's putting on one.
For sure, because I've never stayed in Kenya. I thought most all schools have hoods.
It is margin.
We really need to get hoods.
Like the school, eh?
Yeah.
That was my index number in primary. 86. No, 26.
Which type of art?
This is printing. You can take one. You can remove that and put on the top.
This one here?
No, the other one. Which one do you want?
I want to put one for
It's okay, you can get on these ones. Muve mu window zaffe mugende. You come and carry. Patricia, you come. Maria, you come and help your friend to carry. So one of the ways to keep the atmosphere moving when you're dealing with young people in such programs of mentorship, you need to keep the environment exciting. Yeah, you don't need to put on that serious face. At times you don't need to be so critical and analytical. You just have to let them have their own space. They find that own expression, just as you're seeing on your screen. They have found out themselves, they're discovering themselves, and they're doing something that is neat. So to the parents outside there, I want to encourage you and my fellow educators or all fellow artists, old people who are mentoring others, that these young people, they have the potential to do some of these things. So like I told you, I will be joined up by students. So you are seeing that they're trying to do, and that is a project, and that for a certain school, and they're busy doing the work so smartly, and the work is so clean. So for young people to deal with them, you need to believe in them. When they find out that someone believes in them, I tell you, they will produce something. And you need to create for them a convenient environment. So that's what we are seeing now. For example, you can see my dear sister there. She's busy trying all her focus. She wants to make something that is neat. The same with her. And you will find out that also other people are coming in. So in the due process of mentoring young people, we need to get them and make our education be more professional and give them an eye into the academic, into the commercial world, so that when they're doing whatever they're studying in class, they can have a feel of how the commercial world is. And now let's imagine if they get a project of that kind, mean that these young people, they can easily take on that project because now they are aware, they have tested it, and they have the basics. So that's how this team has been exciting. And indeed, they are very young people, but you're looking at all that, they are really doing out something. So that is part of the work which they are doing. I think you can see how clean it is. That is part of it. That is part of it. So we had to design the badge, rearrange it. Now we are doing now the labeling. So it all comes with self-belief. When you believe in them, I assure you, you will earn respect from them, because that is the only secret of dealing with young people. Now this one is trying to do something concerning Uganda. These ones are still working out. So just focus and enjoy. Look at how beautiful the place is. It is so exciting. And willingly, they are coming up with work. And behind is trying to organize. So I want to encourage our friends who are outside there. You can probably come into the art world and earn some money from it. And actually, when I finished working, I decided to pay them. I gave them some money, and they were all excited. And afterwards, they had to come back. So that is just a motivation booster. So that's how we were working, enjoying ourselves. It was as if it was family time, because we built a culture around, a culture that supports, excitement, a culture that supports helping out one another, and a culture that supports unity, a culture that supports respect, mutual respect for each other. That's why you see that they are more than one. This one operates, this one works this side, and this one takes the other side, and things were really moving. Even some people started joining up on them and looking at them, and the entire atmosphere, just as you see in the background, we have very exciting artworks everywhere. So that is our art studio where we are operating from, and probably we shall have some interview with some of the students, and you'll have an insight about how the atmosphere is.
My favorite food is what? My favorite food is pork. And this is work from the art class. Wanje? Njagala kutandika okozesa colored pencils. Colored pencils. At least you embrace it. So we just take a lesson, okay? Oh, you just have a lesson. Look at it, it's taking.
So that's how our day has been. Yeah, we started from the start, as you saw, by cutting the stencils, and we did some different samples. So literally the entire session has been more of learner centered, giving room to the learners to find out how best they can express themselves. I want to encourage my dear fellow mentors, educators in any area, whether in education, health, culture, religious, it depends whatever you are in. We have a certain treasure in the young people we deal with on a daily basis. Let us be pioneers and pillars in believing in what I can call education and youth development. Education and youth development, generally surrounding around the skilling of young people, because many times I say we have what we call educate, build, skill, and transform. So the intent of skilling, the intent of transforming or building is to bring us to a certain point of maturity, and that is what we can call transformation. We believe that everyone who is transformed, they can transform others. So the spaces that have been allocated to us, they can be a foundation for transformation in the lives of other artists. So we encourage as a team, age is just a number. We can all gain a vast experience no matter the age we are at. So that has been our session for screen printing with my lovely people, and it is my prayer that each of us who has been watching this may also